What's going on, my little nighttime motherfuckers? Alright, this is for laugh wise. I'll give you a Blackalicious. Weekend's coming. I've been alive for 50 years. It's a lot of fucking things I've experienced. So we're gonna be having some laughs this weekend. Like that shit with the fucking rat that I just survived. This fucking old guy sitting next to me. He's like, you know, it's so nice this time in the afternoon. I just love sitting here. The fucking when that monster ran by, that motherfucker was gone. He didn't need no I've fallen and I can't get up bullshit. That motherfucker got up. He got up like a young fighter. Yeah, fucked up. Yeah, my life has been a fucking riot. I got into the funny shit a lot. I'm gonna, cause I talked about people having to work fucked up shifts and jobs and everything, and how fortunate everybody is. I mean, unless you're doing that job. And I just thought about the one, you know, obviously, you know, Beatty was the one that was always having fucked up job. I mean, everybody have a fucked up job. You know, every male that I ever know always had like fucked up job. You know, Benny was like an entrepreneur. You couldn't hire that motherfucker. He will fuck your company up. He will take down your customers. He will just do everything. Mikey got lucky because the chick that Mikey was dating, her father worked out at some kind of aerospace company out on the island. So he got hired at a young age, and he was over there, I don't know what the fuck, putting something in a box, taping it. He was doing that until I retired him. So I could never, you know, like Mike knows, Mike, I can tell you, motherfucker, I don't know how the fuck you did it. All those fucking years, the same box, putting it in. Let me tell you something. A robot was looking for you, motherfucker. Anyway, motorbikes in the neighborhood. That's like the new thing in New York City now. Everybody with a scooter or some wild shit. I don't understand. When I was a kid, that's the last thing you want to be on, a fucking scooter. But anyway, I digress. Alright, Beatty. The reason I'm telling this story is because obviously to make you laugh about fucked up jobs. Because Beatty had them. Because Beatty wasn't raised like, you know, like his mom like kept him away from like Frank and the crew. So there's a lot of things he didn't learn. Like I when I was a kid, I fucking knew how to work on cars. I could work on people. I could always do something because, you know, Frank and the guys, you always picking stuff up. That's some funny story. But anyway, let's go back to, you know, to Beatty. So anyway, Beatty all the time, his I think it was his uncle or something, was always sending him to different jobs. Try this job, see if it works for you. Try that job. So let's go through the experiences. Beatty went to one fucking place downtown. It was a fucking building. It's a big law firm. It's like on 43rd, 44th, like some shit like that. Probably one of the major law firms, like number 2 or number 3 in New York City. So anyway, they got him a job there as like an apprentice, like helper to maintenance and overall building operations. No big deal. So Beatty was there and he was helping this one older guy. And one day there was a problem because it was like kind of a flood downstairs. Not like the kind of shit we had yesterday, but nonetheless a flood. So I had to go down there and restore power because there were attorneys up there, you know, they're there 24 hours a day. So the guy goes down and says, no, the electrician's coming on, he's on the way. We just gotta go downstairs right now. We gotta switch the lines. So Beatty don't know anything about this stuff. But anyway, they go to the fucking room downstairs, and all of a sudden they can see there's about 2 inches of water on the floor. So Beatty's not thinking about it. He's just walking, splashing, following this old guy. And all of a sudden this old guy, this motherfucker's been there probably since the days where they built that building. You know, whatever. He tells him, listen, I'm going to teach you something, okay? This is what we got to do in order to make sure the power continues. You know, the electrician, he'll take care of the rest of the stuff. You know, the union guy got to come in, but we got to keep this thing going. So Beatty don't know anything. But this old guy's trying to look out for Beatty. All right, here's what we do. He says, take that fucking cinder block right there and bring it over here. Now stand on top of it. So the old guy did the same thing. So now they're standing on a cinder block. They're above the water. So now they're not in the water. So now he tells them, okay, what you're gonna do is this. Take the screwdriver. So now Beatty's holding a screwdriver and he's standing on the cinder block that's above water. He tells him, okay, now take your left hand and put it in your pocket. Beatty don't know what the fuck is going on. So he puts it in there. And he's like, okay, what you're gonna do is this. You keep that hand in there no matter what. You don't take it out for nothing. Nothing. And you don't step off that cinder block. So now fucking Beatty started to get nervous. He's like, what the fuck is this motherfucking old man talking about? You know, what I want you to do, on your side, you're going to poke that screwdriver into the line. And if you feel it vibrating, you got a live line. And what we're going to do is we're going to switch it over. And we're going to keep things running until the electrician comes in. Fucking Beatty saw that little sign on the side that said live voltage. You know how they show a picture of a guy that's wiped out next to the Z, the arrow, the lightning? He's like, what the fuck am I gonna do? What? Yeah, don't worry about it. Just keep your hand in your pocket. Don't touch nothing. Don't ground yourself. So Beatty's like, what? Yeah, come on, we gotta do it. It was like 20 fucking cables there. Big fucking cables wrapped in like black whatever. And fucking Beatty, the first one, his asshole was like that close. He told me there was no more breath. He said that his soul was standing next to him, looking at him. And all of a sudden, he put it into the rubber or the seal that goes around the cable, and he pushed it in, waiting to get vanquished. Nothing. So he was like that. The old guy's doing the same thing, because they're looking for one line that has, because there was always one or two lines that will still have power, so they could switch the main floors from upstairs. No big deal. Not gonna get into too much of the details. So anyway, so Beatty's doing it, and his soul is leaving. He's telling me that his heart is racing and it's whatever. All of a sudden, the old guy next to him, he's doing the same thing. You know, keeps his hand in the pocket, and he's going like that. He's stabbing the lines, whatever. Well, the old guy stabbed one line, and he got the vibration. No problem. He lost his balance. He boom! He fucking flew sideways. Fucking Beatty. He told me he was screaming, fucking like a bitch. You fucking see the whole fucking guy get blown up and get sent sideways. Beatty was this close to a motherfucker. They got cooked with a high voltage line. He got radiated. So this motherfucker now is in the water. Fucking steam coming out of him. He's like just jumping. Fucking Beatty screaming. He was there for like 40 minutes. He wouldn't take his hand out of his pocket, wouldn't drop that screwdriver, and wouldn't get off this in the block. When the electrical guy came, the electrician from the union, he walked in like, hey, what are you doing? He saw that motherfucker cooked on the ground. So Beatty, come here, come on, you can get out. Beatty wasn't doing that shit at all. Fire department had to come in, the whole thing had to shut down the power of the whole building. They had to take him out of there. Fucking Beatty was only on the job for like 3 fucking days. They gave him a check until never come back. The old guy survived, but he got cooked and turned like he was like death. He was fucking gonna hear anything. He was like that. One of those colors. Alright, that was one. That wasn't, he was a fucking, I just call him a half an electrician because he never got to be a full electrician. That's fucked up. The other one was when he took a job as in a gas station up in the Bronx. Like the attendant behind, you know, pump 3, whatever, $20. You put the booth, the bucket thing out, people put money in and you put it back in, because in New York, they don't pump your gas for you. Motherfuckers are wild. They don't want no humans out there. Just, let me get 20 on number 4, like that type of stuff. So Beatty said it was cool because once he got in, he locked himself the fuck in, air conditioned, and he's just behind there. And all he has to do is people put money for gas and he calls, whatever. And everything was going cool, and he was working one time the night shift. He didn't care. He's behind thick bulletproof glass, all kinds of stuff. That was until this night. A whole mob of fucking neighborhood super Negroes came. And these motherfuckers were fucking ready for BD's security protection. These motherfuckers went to the front door and started going to work on that door with a fucking sledgehammer and a fucking bolt cutter, get ready to cut the chain inside. And BD's inside like, don't do that. Stop. He's fucking in there like freaking out, hitting the fucking panic button. Like, ain't no fucking body gonna come save you in the South Bronx. So all of a sudden, they're going through the fucking front the door. They're going like crazy. So fucking BD, he insulates himself because it's him and the register. They're coming for that register. So BD made a decision as they were getting closer to the door. He put the register, he put it on the outside of the little booth he was in. He closed it. When they came over, he was like, look, motherfuckers, and holding the door with those big muscles. It was cool because they just came in and fucking grabbed the register and left. They questioned that motherfucker for a long time. But how did they get the register? He was like, I put the register outside because they were coming for me. BD got fired the next day. Oh my God. What a stupid motherfucker. The one thing, I told you, remember when he went to the fucking pet exterminator? You motherfuckers know about that. That fucking guy got bit by a rattlesnake. This motherfucker. Anyway, he turned around. I thought he went to work for UPS. Now, I told you about, obviously, when he became a truck driver. That was later on. And that's where he stayed until he fucking retired. But before he did that, he came in as a loader, unloader. And that's when he shined. Because that big monster, he was in the tractor trailers, fucking flinging boxes. Yeah, this is good. I can do this. Because why? There's no electricity to cook them. There was no black gang rolling up with bolt cutters and sledgehammers to fucking go to work on his ass. I mean, there was no rattlesnakes. Fucked up. There's another pet story there, but I gotta wait for this Saturday to say it. He went through some shit with that fucking pet stuff. But anyway, nothing. So he was fucking doing the boxes. He didn't give a fuck. He was just that type of a dude. Yeah, he was built for that kind of work. But I just said to myself, like, oh, funny story. When he got UPS and he was solid, like, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stay here for my 20, 25 years. I was like, I don't know how the fuck, but nonetheless. So we all took him out downtown to go for fucking get, BD don't drink. That's fucking for somebody. That ain't me. When it's that close, they're trying to get a head to turn back. Keep moving forward. You motherfuckers do that. I love when you're around Benny and that happens. He turns around. Why? What the fuck, man? If you're walking with Benny and he does that, you're anyway. BD is Black Southern Baptist, raised very well, beautiful fucking whatever, cool motherfucker. But he don't drink whatever. But when I was fucking, I have a couple of fucking drinks. Let me tell you something. That big black motherfucker, second he had alcohol in him. He was like, I love everybody. This is fucking great. And that fucking rattlesnake. Let me tell you something. That is the best motherfucker to get drunk with. Let me tell you something. You ain't laughing until you seen that motherfucker. Like, start to get that look. You start getting drunk. Oh my God. But anyway, we finish up at the bar downtown. And we're walking back and we take the train and we're on the platform. It's late at night. We're fucking roasted. We're drunk. And we're fucking happy for BD and we're laughing all kinds of stuff. And Benny might get there. A couple of other cats were there as well. And all of a sudden, something happened in New York City that New York people know it. You guys know the work trains late at night? It's a train that's just for workers that has like lumber and metals, all that shit to work on the tracks. It comes like at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. horrible fucking train because it has a horn, and when it pulls into the station, it's like, "Rrrr." Well, here's the problem. It wasn't just humans that don't like that fucking horn. When that shit pulled into the station, we're all like fucking talking, yeah, whatever. They pulled that fucking horn. Like 900 monster rats ran towards us from the other side of the staircase in the fucking platform and run. They were running. It looked like a rug was coming at us. Now I was like, oh shit, Benny was, we were all like, what? Until I heard Beatty behind me. And like I said last night to a friend of mine, you never heard a black man sing opera. He was back there, he screamed so hard, he's like, what? He sounded like he was in fucking Broadway. Fucking the vocal cords that came out. Let me tell you something. I thought I had an opera singer behind me. That's how that motherfucker got. When he saw those fucking rats coming up. Poor baby. That fucking big black motherfucker never caught a break. Love you, black motherfucker.